Howdy, how y'all doing? This is George the Fearless Rambler, and I'm hoping you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're doing something special, a DIY project, installing an air seal pet door for Sammy to go in and out, and we would love to have you come join us. Nice Sammy, nice Sammy. The door's for you. It's all for you, yes. You're gonna be excited. Yep, sniff it out. It's gonna be about right here. As we measured Sammy, we had to know two things. One was the width of his chest and the height to his shoulder. The width of the chest more dealt with, can he fit through a 10 1/4 inch width door? Well, we need to be at least 1 inch smaller than that. He's 8 inches wide. This is 10 1/4 inches, so it should work. The height, well, that deals with more of the placement of that slide as our template. Okay, ready? Come on. Come here, Sammy. Step through, step through. Step through, come on. Almost, there you go. And now you get your cookie. He fits. Now, can I fit through that door? I'm not quite. That's 10 1/2, I'm 15. I'm gonna break in. Okay, that's as far as I can go. Nope, it doesn't fit me. Now, if you think you're gonna get this large pamphlet, you're not. You're gonna get this one pager with 5 steps how to install this door. It does say here on the bottom though, as with any home improvement project, if you do not have the tools or the skills to install this pet door, a professional handy person or licensed contractor should be used. Hey, screw that. We're doing it ourselves. This is DIY. So I gathered all the tools I needed. It did mention to have a saber saw. That means a reciprocating saw. So we used a jigsaw and a sawzall. Safety glasses are a must, and I also suggest earplugs. Sid? Oh, what a good dog. What a good dog. The first step is pretty easy. You have to grab this plastic slide. It's the one that's gonna lock up the door when you're not at home. Now, this is also going to be the template. They don't have a paper template for you. Again, we only got that blue page. And we need to mark it on top 2 inches higher than the height between the floor to the shoulder of the dog. So we had to do that first, so we did the measurement. 24. Okay, it's either going to be 23 or 24. And what we're going to do here is just mark it on the door. There it is. Put it down to the bottom. We mark 24 right here. Make sure it's in about the center of the door, coming down, and that should be good enough. From that point, then we add 2 inches. 1, 2, so 26. About the center of the door. There's my line. With that, then we're just going to take a level and make about a 4-inch line. And that is where the template is going to be placed. If you notice here, I put a little bit of tape on here to help stick it on the door where I draw around it, but I don't always have to center one of these dog doors up. I could put on the side, and what the purpose of that would be is that, if you notice, I only have 2 gaps here. Instead, I'm going to have 4 gaps if I put in the center of the door. So go ahead and work with the door that you have when you're ready to hang it. You at least need 4 inches from the bottom of the door up to the bottom of this, so in this case I think it looks pretty good. I'm more than 4 inches from here to here. I am about 9 inches. You know, it'd be better if you had 2 people, one guy holding it and then one person drawing around it. What I've thought about, that's going to be easier if this would have been a paper template, but it's not. It's a piece of plastic, and when I had trouble actually getting this in place and holding it. I tried tape, it didn't work too well. I tried holding it here, and then once it kind of holding it here, you're gonna go around this door and get the outline ready for cutting with the jigsaw. See how easy to slip? You get pissed off and you have to put it back, and then you hold it in place. Get back on that line, and hopefully you're squared up. What I found when I was doing it, I slipped the door that way just a little bit, and I was off. So I went ahead and did a couple of marks here and here where it should be, and just followed that as the outline where I need to go. So yeah, I modified a little bit. There it is. And hopefully it's level. Right now it is level, so I guess I did okay. And again, it slips. Now it says to use a nail or an awl to mark the 4 inside edge corners. Now we're going to go ahead and mark each of the corners with an awl. Now this awl is to create a small dimple to indicate exactly where the drill bit is to enter, ensuring a little bit of accuracy and preventing the bit from walking or skipping across the surface. Basically, it puts the drill where you want it. Coming about 3/16 of an inch from each side, we're going to be drilling this with a 3/8 drill bit. And we're going to kind of pre-mark where those holes are going to go, and should allow that drill bit to catch in right there. Safety glasses are cheaper than eyeballs, so wear your safety glasses. So what we've done, we've marked 1, 2, 3, 4 places for the drill. We're using a 3/8 drill. We're going to drill through the door, and this is going to be where we can put the jigsaw blade in and cut around our marking. So we're going to go ahead and line up the drill on each of the edges. 3/8. Well, that was fun. And what you want to do is make sure you line up this square so it's going square on the far side. There it is. The instructions tell you to use a saber saw, and really a saber saw just means a reciprocating saw. So there's a sawzall, which is not going to work because there's no way I'm going to fit blades into that 3/8 hole. What they're referring to is a jigsaw, and that's what we're going to use. And so when it says saber saw, grab a jigsaw. Ours happens to be a metal door, so we're using a metal blade. If you're using a wood door, use the wood blades. Now we're going to cut along the lines all the way around through both sides of the door, and we're going to pop this panel out. Okay. That's loud. Okay, you might want to use earplugs. I'm going to see if I'm cutting all the way through, and I am. I'm on both sides of the door.
Okay, give me a minute.
I suggest putting some ear protection in because cutting a metal door, loud. Insert outer frame, no flaps, into the opening from the exterior side, making certain frame is flush with the door surface. Place inner frame with flap into the opening from the inside of the door, hold in place, then install the screws and tighten them snug. Do not over tighten. Now it explains that you just have to slide this on here, but I don't know how to do that without 2 people, 1 person holding it. It says you should be able to do it. I don't know. Let's see if I put that on here. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm putting a clamp on here. I'm going to be putting some caulking around the door here where the insulation is no longer there. I will kind of center it up in a second. Kind of feel it centered. That's about centered there. And then I'm going to put a couple clamps on temporarily. I went ahead and caulked around the door, and now I'm assembling the 2 halves together. And to do that, I need to put in 6 bolts. Now, these bolts are pretty easy. Just line right up, put the screw in, and it just pinches the door together. But these other two screws. They're kind of out a little bit. So I took a drill and piloted it. I have a feeling that that is made to put into a wood door. And since this is a metal door, yeah, I just had to do that so I could put these last two screws in. And that pulls up together. And now my dog door has been assembled and ready for Sammy to use. Wow, it sure been fun doing this DIY project, getting the doggy door set up for Sammy. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe. Hit that notification bell and give me 2 thumbs up, because this is George the Fearless Rambler, ready to do another DIY project, signing off.